I'm James Anderson, Dean of the College of Education. Welcome to the 2021 Virtual College of Education Convocation ceremony. As students train in the profession of education, we know you possess the resiliency, agility, and pragmatic optimism to make the best of the most challenging circumstances, and that's exactly what we have seen. The compassion and leadership you have displayed in adapting to current events is nothing short of heroic. We are witnessing in real time how education equity and access are more critical than ever. Delivering research-based pedagogies, providing access and opportunity to undeserved populations, innovating in educational technology, these have always been part of our college mission. You embody this mission, and from this day on, will carry it forward and meet the growing needs of learners around the world. While current events do not allow us to celebrate in person, none of us will forget this moment and how we supported one another in order to finish what we started together. I hope you will take some time to reflect on how truly remarkable this moment is. Make the most of it and celebrate your much-deserved success. As graduates of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, you're part of one of the largest alumni networks in the world. On behalf of the College of Education faculty and staff, congratulations. You make us proud.
Haley Allen. Carly Ben. Madeline Costantini. Sarah Davis. Abby Dizon. Lisa Doe. Emily Frost. Gabriella Gladish. Nina Mamenga. Parina Patel. Leilani Pio. Amanda Rivera. Taylor Shanahan. Lakishanta Shelby. Raina Zirkelbach.
Manal Ahmed. Madeline Angus. Melinda Baker. Allison Ball. Madison Bedster. Julia Bettman. Kelly Billish. Emily Blank. Elizabeth Brennan. Erin Callahan. Raquel Caneva. Margaret Dabrowski. Cameron Davis. Alyssa DeLeon. Alexa Del Grosso. Christina Delaquila. Ruby Diaz. Emily Elfering. Anna Ellithorpe. Jennifer Fairclough. Rachel Gadbois. Madeline Griffin. Allison Guo. Kelsey Harrison. Emily Hernandez, Hannah Hilbert, Samantha Hilldale, Melanie Imyak, Christine Jang, Kendall Kelly, Sophia Nebelkamp, Cameron Koulis, Lauren Lakalamita, Kaylee Markoulis, Alexis Martineau, Abby Mason, Estrella Mendoza, Breon Miller, Emily Miranda, Xochitl Mondragon, Allison Moore, Rachel Morgan, Haley Murphy, Sydney Narrett, Un-G-O, Madeline Olison, Heidi Palin, Melanie Paris, Abigail Ribar, Kelly Rubin, Lauren Sastre, Kennedy Sheehan, Rayanne Shockey, Aaron Smetana, Catherine Sommer, Sharon Stoggeman, Allison Sweeney, Molly Tusky, Emily Tierndorf, Jocelyn Valerio, Donna Valtierra, Sarah Verma, Hannah Williams, Allison Wolf, Min Ji Woo, Tu Ling Irene Ye, Jordan Zucker,
Sarah Bogan, Angelita Calhoun, Alejandro Diaz, Samuel Gay, Ari Hassi, Grace Iriugbe, Adrian Kim, Shui Lin, Ivan Liu, Chanju Luo, Catherine Majewski, John Mayhill, Kevin McNulty, Tymir Oliver, Roshonda Jasmine Phillips Clark, Sabrina Resendiz, Ashlyn Schlapia, Yani Su, Melanie Tu Uyen Tran, Kristen Watkins, Rachel Weil, Ji-Ching Zhang, Megan Bumer, Sheelin Blay, Kalia Brooks, Sam Constantine, Maya Gonzalez, Olivia Gonzalez, Veronica Gonzalez, Shelby Grant, Tremaine Harris, Megan Hathaway, Devon Jackson, Joyce Kim, Jane LaBelle, Brian Laurie, Lucille Luan, Eva May, Jaylene Mraz, Amanda Navarro, Liliana Renteria, Catrice Rogers, Nicole Schleyer, Claire Schraufnagel, Tammy Cito, Logan Weber, Jessica Wojcinski, Ellen Bacall, Laura Bolek, Catherine Byrne, Shauna Lene Calhoun, Alexis Chandler, Capri Dowdell, Marley Friedman, Grace Goodman, Megan Hennehan, Erin Cainrath, Raquel King, Brianna Lehman, Tegan Like, David McCormick, Julia McGivern, Riley Morphy, Broderick Muck, Grace Oberg, Lorna O'Callahan, Renee Parsgnat, Maria Perez, Michael Rotter, Ana Maria Celas, Sarah Sharon, Claire Svoboda, Annie Tassi, Madeline Tatham, Margaret Wood,
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. And to the class of 2021, We did it. Can you believe it? These years have been filled with ups and downs, but we did it. How? For me, the simple answer is community. The community that surrounded us with support, advice, and mentoring when we needed it. This community consisted of our parents, friends, and the faculty and staff that we work with in the College of Education. When we had questions, they were there. When we needed a shoulder to cry on, they were there. When we wanted to have a good time, they were there. Our community supports us in ways that are unimaginable. Looking at our world today, we see that we need our community more than anything. It's what keeps us strong and will hold us together. As we step out in our journey, think about your community and how it takes a village to be successful. As you enter into these educational institutions, whether it be a teacher or not, continue to bring your community with you throughout the struggles and successes. Create a community around those students that you intend to serve. The years spent here at Illinois, we have created a community of lifelong friends and mentors that we can look up to. In our education classes, we've learned a lot about the importance of relationships and why they're needed. In our community, it's important that we keep these relationships with each other to continue to grow and share. This year hasn't been easy, with the pandemic, among other issues. However, the communities we created around ourselves kept us strong to overcome this huge barrier. And look, we made it to the finish line. There's nothing I feel we're not capable of handling. So many things have happened within these years that we spent here that have tested us. So much that we have evolved into these young professionals that are hungry for greatness and change. As we step out, remember that our community as a whole is filled with so many different people, cultures, and uniquenesses. We must continue to educate ourselves to make our community better. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready, and I know that each and every one of you are ready too. See you in some years when I become the Secretary of Education for the United States. Once again, congratulations to everyone in the class of 2021. We can finally sleep a little.
Robin Rajarathnam. Tianyi Zhou. Munira Alati.
Krishna Apalinani. Gertrude Bacalus. Eileen Cameron. Claire Cannon. Annabelle Daly. Antonio Di Cristofano. Wasim Eluhar. Allison Franzen. Jory Kande. Rachel Gray. Alexandra Hartline. Emma Hoyer. Heidi Keene. Gayung Kim. Kelly Koenig. Jennifer Kook. Jordan Leitz. Allison Locagio. Colleen McDonald. Christian Milan Hernandez. Lynn Mullins. Zam Nalubega. Kimberly O'Connor. Mariah Oates Perez. Sandra Rogman. Maggie Sales. Cameron Schwing. Haley Shust, Noelle Stinson, Luz Baca, Audrey Vandekar, Alexander Wolfram, Christine Yu, Shuayun Zhuang, Tara Adams, Christina Alvarez Ramos, Brian Byer, Megan Ballack, Francis Barkley, Marina Bastos, Amy Baumeister, Armand Bekbolatov, Amber Benson, Jacqueline Boytel, Joseph Bingel, Catherine Blotty, Heather Blevins, Julie Block, Dominique Bolden, Andy Bonner, Molly Borowski, Jennifer Brooks, Mikhail Bird Vaughn, Rachel Caccione, Jada Cadena, Erin Carmichael, Erica Carpin, Emily Carter, Savannah Carter, Claudine Castillo, Emily Castrahone, Yu Wen Chen, Akyung Stella Choi, Thomas Choi, Amy Christian, Kirsten Clymer, Elizabeth Coder, Brock Collins, Joshua Croce, Brooke DeUrzo, Catherine Dalpiaz, Kiana Davis, Emma Delgado, Guadalupe Delgado, Nicole Delvoye, Megan Dorsey, Swati Dwebedi, Philip Earnhardt, Kimberly Ironman, Nora Ellis, Laurel Fossil, Emily Floyd, Emily Forbes, Emily France, Andrea Franklin, Anthony Frasca, Nkenge Friday, Annabelle Gallin, Michaela Garcia, John Gialusakis, Sherry Gittins, Emily Gunderman, Angelica Guzman, Sophia Hain, Hey, Meredith Hedke, Amanda Heinzman, Cindy Henderson, Caitlin Hess, Allie Heidi Luckix, Monica Hill, Barbara Hiltz, Jacqueline Hoke, Marissa Holbert, Hui Huang, Elizabeth Hutchinson, Jasmine Hyatt, Casey Hines, Quintana Yaka, Kelly Jessup, Erin Johnson, Katie Johnson, Amy Jones, Sandy Jump, Amy Kazin, Patrick Kelly, Jessica Kendall, Justine Kirscher, Lauren Kessler, Lauren Kiefer, Ellen Kim, Stephen Kiss, Ellen Kraft, Sarah Larson, Allison Leha, Ann Lepore, Bianca Lopez, Philip Macedon, Alec Mann, Gina Marsh, Carla Marzalik, Edlyra Marzolo, Hannah McFadden, Charles Medley, Abby Mifflin, Sarah McConey, Ruby Moir Savage, Anna Moore, Michaela Murphy, Aubrey Myers, Kathleen Myers, Gail Nelson, Jonathan Nicolosi, Jamie Norgard, Natasha O'Malley,
Sarah Osborne, Trevor Parker, Terrence Parsons, Chelsea Peak, Marley Peck, Jacob Pikowski, Nicholas Palafis, Samantha Piacoro, Julie Quinn, Ritu Raj, Sabrina Rawson, Juliet Reed, Claire Riling, Emily Riley, Anthony Riccio, Carolyn Robinson, Janelle Robinson, Ayinde Rochon, Alexander Rosado Torres, Victor Ruiz Divas, Fabio Salas, Mary Sansibrian, Lisa Sayavongsa, Aaron Schlesman, Kelly Searsmith, Christopher Siegel, Jake Satani, Rosalba Setterstrom, Bailey Shepard, Leah Siegel, Benjamin Sklar, Kamari Smalls, Nicole Smith, Rebecca Smith, Caitlin Solomon, Murillo Saranso, Braxton Stewart, Anna Stone, Megan Straka, Danyu Su, Erica Sullivan, Jacqueline Sullivan, Robin Sutton, Stephanie Schweika, Nicole Tantillo, Gus Taylor, Diana Tenenbaum, Chelsea Thomas, Alexis Thompson, Chantel Thompson, Nora Thurber, Allison Umali, Catherine Van Hoodegem, Jasmine Vasquez, Minerva Villa, Thomas Villamil, Aaron Vogan, Courtney Voss, Sylvester Walker, Curtin Welker, Margaret Wells, Kristen Whalen, Jasmine Wilkes, Kevin Wilson, Kimberly Wipperfurth, Morgan Wolter, Tara Young, Yan Zhang, Cassandra Colbert, Aigul Dane, Andrew Jenkinson, Benjamin Appleby, Gina Barnhart, Melissa Boente, Hannah Renner, Julia Cahill, Faith Fiorito, Heather Hayworth, Zoe Kell, Eleanor Miniger, Jennifer Rivera, Christy Saar, Stephanie Shrimp, Allison Smith Barlow, Stephanie Smoot, Alexis Williams, Madeline Williams, Brittany Yates, Nicole Yoon, Shalana Martin, David Tamayo, Taylor Tucker, Sanchari Banerjee, Katie Curry, Heyyu Pan, Victoria Susbury, Ananya Tiwari, Destiny Williams Dobosh, Rihanna Williams, Adriana Terol Aveiro,
Dear Dean of the College of Education, faculty, staff, family members, friends, fellow graduates of the class of 2021, I am very happy to celebrate our success. Congratulations! I am very honored to speak to you on this special day. This ceremony marks the end of a very important period on our lives, and also the beginning of something new. I feel confident that through our programs, we acquire the skills, tools, and knowledge to be successful in our future endeavors and to positively impact our society. Today, I want to share with you 3 of the things that I learned while I participated in the program of Early Childhood Special Education at the U of I that I think may be useful for all of us as we write the next chapters in our life. The first thing is that as educators, we have the power to impact society one student at a time. I am sure all of us had teachers who inspired us and impacted our lives beyond academics. As educators, we have the opportunity to develop relationships with our students that may positively impact their lives. I learned about the importance of building relationships, not only through practical experiences and the content of the lectures, but also thanks to the example of the amazing faculty who showed care, made me feel welcomed, and supported me since my first class in the education building through my last Zoom meeting last week. The second thing I learned, and I cannot emphasize this enough, is that I am amazed by our resilience. We can adjust, learn, and achieve amazing things even in difficult times. I mean, we graduated in the middle of a global pandemic. We are more than well prepared to overcome unexpected challenges and adverse circumstances. And we are now well equipped to motivate our students to overcome the challenges they face and support them through the process. The third thing I learned during these years and wanted to share with you is that, as Aesop put it in the story of the lion and the mouse, no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. I think despite the hard moments of this year, we all learned to be a little kinder to ourselves, kinder to our classmates, kinder to our students, and to our professors. I think that doing our work with kindness is in itself a revolutionary act these days and a great way to impact the world. I want to end this speech by thanking God and all the people who supported all of us through our educational journeys, our classmates, our families, our friends, the staff of the College of Education, and the faculty. Finally, I wish all my fellow graduates a happy, successful, and fulfilling career. The best is yet to come.
Noah Chardoff, Langston McKenzie, Tatiana Austin, Allison Aziz, Natalia Barley, Krista Black, Colin Blair, Edgar Breeden, Valeria Carrillo, Barbie Chisholm, Natalie Coleman, Michael Kahn, Carol Demopoulos, Benjamin Dotson, Gerald Emmerich, Sonia Estima, Kara Francis, Ashley Gragido, Aaron Groth, Gabriella Jackson, Lauren Klein, Jonathan Kosovsky, Tara Kristoff, Joseph Martinez, Barbara Mason, Lauren May, Kristen Meyer, Mohammed Mugazi, Lisa Moreno, Evan Phillips, Beatrice Reyes Childress, Solomon Roberts Lieb, Richard Schroeder, Michael Sletton, Scott Sawinski, Jamie Swindell, Caitlin Talbot, Kristen Vonder Haar,
Sahar Alame, Chelsea Cat, Ozji Evson, Moore Gui, Kara Gutzmer, Susan Kelly, Luetta May Lawrence, Mary Lyons, Robert Wallen, Haicham Zimahi, Dinah Armstead, Lisa Chasen, Lauren Dodge, Michael Evans, Jacqueline Flowers, Roman Friedman, Deborah Rubeck, Ahmet Ilsi, Jaina Lithgow, Eric Montenegro, Paul Myers, Brandy Neal, Tanya Pulley, Georgianne Sodomenchenko, Rachel Storm, Xiaokeng Tang, Francina Turner, Emily Wenneborg, Kelly White, Haijin Yo, Tuyet Mai Hoang, Bethany Hoff, Xiaomei Liu, Ted Worm, Feng Yi, Weifang Chiang, Kimberly Patton,
Megan
Rooney, Christian Schrammel,
Dear faculty, staff, family, friends, and graduate, congratulations to all of the graduates joining here today. You have worked hard, demonstrated that you can do critical research, and earned the coveted doctorate from U of I, one of the most innovative research institutions in the world. I'd also like to congratulate the professors and staff at the College of Education who have provided you with an exceptional education and supportive environment. My name is Haejin Tinaya. I'm earning a doctorate degree from the Department of Education, Policy, Organization, and Leadership. It is a great honor to receive the Doctoral Outstanding Medal and speak with you here today. But I must admit that writing this speech was even more challenging than writing my dissertation. Keeping this speech short is not an easy task, especially to me speaking English as a second language. But I did my best to keep this short to under 200 pages. There is common Korean saying about education, 교육은 백년지 대계. It means that education is a far-sighted national plan for the future generation. While celebrating today, we should reflect on our educational experiences in order to picture ourselves working on a better education plan for our local and global communities. I'd like to offer a few such reflections right now. First, I appreciate the strong efforts of my intellectual home, the College of Education at UIUC, to provide opportunities and offer a safe and welcoming environment for all of us, especially for the underrepresented and minoritized students. We each came here with different backgrounds and life experiences. We are able to celebrate today because the door for higher education was accessible. Sadly, the door might be narrower for some of us, so there is importance in holding the door open for others. Thus, I will continue to contribute, flinging doors wide open in my educational plan through my research and teaching. Second, we would be remiss not to reflect on our hardships in getting here. I know that each of your stories contains different suffering. I expected some challenges from my decisions to pursue education in the United States. Of course, there were language barriers and cultural differences to navigate, like learning that someone asking how I am might not expect an actual answer, or trying to figure out why football games last 4 hours when there's only an hour on the clock. Those were easy ones to deal with. However, the unexpected difficulties, such as being racialized as Asian or Asian woman and learning about unexpected racial concepts and dynamics rooted in the U.S. historical, political, and social cultural context, have been bewildering. At the beginning of my doctoral journey, I had trouble making the connections between education and systemic racism. At that time, I truly believed in a meritocracy. What I achieved was my success, and I blamed myself when I failed. And regretfully, when I served as a teacher in Korea, my teaching practices were executed based on that belief. I'm not saying that was entirely wrong, but I regret that I did not consider systemic inequities and inequalities in my teaching practices so that I could properly address the students' successes and failures as well as my own. I don't want anyone to have that regret. My education at U of I has impressed upon me the history of systemic racism and enlightened me to the complexities of the cruel reality that I can simultaneously be a perpetuator of and a victim of systemic racism. I learned all this in difficult and painful ways, but I feel so lucky to have made these mistakes and gone through such pain and suffering here in Illinois, my intellectual home. I'm sure you feel the same way. It would be better if we could learn without such pain, but I don't want to go back to the past when I was blissfully unaware of the existence of problems that underrepresented and marginalized students experience. The current me standing before you is still learning, but now I see more and I feel sensitively. Taking account of systemic oppression, I will believe in my students' potentials, provide the time and resources for them to grow, and will not leave them alone in that process, just like Dr. William Trent, my advisor, and professors that I worked with here did not leave me. I think we are one of the luckiest classes. We witnessed and survived so many things, from the COVID-19 pandemic to unrest over racial injustices. As a researcher, I confirm the importance of the critical lens and rigorous analytic skills for investigating inequities in education. Systemic racism and educational inequality are not only U.S. problem, they are global issues. I believe that U.S. higher education can contribute more to global social justice. We can set the example that international students are a part of our education plan that supports a diverse student body. They are not a global commodity. Keep in mind that U.S. racism doesn't impact only domestic students. Eroding prejudice and breaching linguistic, cultural, and racial ethnic differences in your building would be the first big step for promoting global social justice. In closing, I want to highlight the phrase Dr. Dhamani Geller often mentioned, traveling forward together. If I rise, we rise together. Our great minds nurtured at U of I will contribute to providing a more accessible and equitable learning environment regardless of social identity and disability. We will do this together with the family and friends we gained at U of I. It is a great privilege and honor to study and earn my doctorate degree with you all at U of I. I look forward to reading the critical research that you will produce and hearing about your successful practices. Congratulations and good luck.
Congratulations to our College of Education graduates.
It's been a year like none other.
And we want you to know
how proud we are of all that you have accomplished this year.
Here are just a few of the amazing things you did.
You earned your principal or superintendent endorsement.
You figured out ways to collaborate on group projects even though you were far apart from each other.
You completed virtual practicum placements.
You supported each other in learning during a chaotic and stressful year.
You successfully defended your dissertation.
You graduate students completed rigorous courses. You collected and analyzed data. And you doctoral students defended your dissertation all during a pandemic.
You found creative ways to keep doing research, even if that meant long hours on Zoom or dropping things off on people's porches.
You went from planning one lesson plan to many.
You spent more hours on Zoom and attended more classes in your pajamas than you ever could have imagined.
You finished your capstone project.
Enjoy this achievement.
Enjoy this achievement.
Enjoy this achievement.
Enjoy this achievement.
You've earned every bit of your success today.
And you will always be a part of the Illinois family.
Congratulations.
Congratulations and 祝贺你.
Congratulations.
Congratulations everybody on the wonderful work you've done, the people graduating from our master's program, but also our first group of doctoral students who have graduated from the university's fully online doctorate.
We couldn't be more proud of you. Thank you for joining us, and may you achieve all your aspirations in life.
Congratulations, graduates.